Leicester City are a mess. The former fairy tale club of English and world football may now find themselves relegated. But I don't want to see this happen, especially since Harry Souttar has joined them. Today, we're going to be rescuing Leicester City from their relegation woes and take them on a journey to European supremacy. So here we are kicking things off, lads, with this squad here. This is the default FIFA 23 starting 11 for Leicester City, but the team I want to build is going to look much different to this. When you're in a relegation battle, big changes need to be made, and I intend on doing just so. In my opinion, losing Kasper Schmeichel was a massive blow that Leicester really haven't recovered from, so I want to put an end to that. I want to get a shot stopper for the future, which is why we're going for Vicario here from Empoli, getting him a move up to the Premier League. £20 million. They want Iheanacho. Now, Iheanacho is someone I'm not opposed to getting rid of, but I think we could get more money on his own. Let's say 20.7, and Empoli are going to accept that. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the Mr. Rebuild era begins with a bang. We have a new shortstopper here in Gianluca. I guess that's his first name, Gianluca Vicario. I'm pretty sure every Italian watching the video right now just had an aneurysm at that pronunciation. That right there is the easiest blocked transfer I will ever make. Followed closely by this one. No way am I selling Jamie Vardy. He's going to retire a Leicester City player. First man departing the club during the Mr. Rebuild era, though, is going to be Amati. The Ghanaian finds himself headed to Celta Vigo. And the second player out of the club is going to be Mendy, who's headed off to Club Bruges. Also trying to get some of our younger players some experience and growth on the road. So Sammy Braybrook is off to the Italian league. And we're going to get some loan moves here for Patson Daka as well, who's off to Leipzig. All good things come in threes. Victor Christiansen off to Sporting for 2 years. The clean out continues here as Yannick Vestergaard gets his lanky ass off to Borussia Mönchengladbach. I love how I'm giving him shit for being 6'6" when I'm literally 6'6" as well. Did I just unintentionally diss myself? But after all that cleaning out, I thought it was time we made another transfer here. This time it is at the left back position. It is going to be for the German left back, David Rahm, who is going to join us here from RB Leipzig. We did pay £31 million for his services. I really don't have much hope for this guy. He's 60 rated, 19 years of age. I'm sending Wanya Marcel. He doesn't even have a face on the game. I'm sending him on a loan for the year, but if he doesn't come back with decent potential, I'm just going to ship him off. But in a move that may divide opinions, on the eve of the Premier League season opener, I have decided to sell Wilfred Ndidi here to Manchester City. £38.7 million. He's had a really not great season for Leicester from all reports this year. So I thought, you know what? I don't want to play a formation with defensive midfielders. I don't want to train Wilfred Ndidi. Let's get the money and use that towards somebody that builds better for my future plans. Saying goodbye to somebody else that doesn't fit our future plans. It is Danny Ward, who's packing his bags and headed into Italy as we sell him to Bologna for £4.5 million. I am trying to stack our paper here to go after some massive big name signings, which is why we have sold Ricardo Pereira to Chelsea for £28 million. I'm fine having Castagna as our starter for this season and maybe even the next. Maybe even all of them moving forward. I consider this to be a great pickup at the striker position. We have signed the Portuguese striker Beto from Udinese for £31 million. I'm really happy with that price, and I'm excited to see what the big fella can do up top. So that is the opening transfer window in the history books. I'm really interested to see how this opening half of the season goes for us. I've kept a lot of money in the back pocket so that we can make some changes in January if necessary. Dewsbury Hall, I'm keeping the faith with him for the first half of the season, but if we need to upgrade, then we need to upgrade. And also, controversial maybe, might be a little bit of bias on my behalf. In fact, it is definitely bias on my behalf. But I have decided to give Harry Souttar the starting centre-back role. I think this guy is an absolute gem. I think Leicester signing him in real life was a great signing, and I think he's going to be great down the line. But yeah, if that annoys you that I'm keeping him at centre-back, guess what? I don't care. Go kick rocks. Souttar's a beast. Souttar for the Ballon d'Or. Let's go save ourselves from relegation. Let's go, lads. This is a great start to the season here. We currently sit 11th in the Premier League, just over halfway through the season on 26 points. Maybe we're too far away from making a push for European football, maybe a Conference League spot, although we're still only 8 points clear of the drop zone, so I think we need to solidify our spot here as a mid-table club in this January window. Ladies and and gentlemen, I want a headline-grabbing, show-stopping transfer here that makes people all around the footballing community think, Leicester, they are not here to fuck spiders. And that is exactly what we've done here, because we have signed the Dutch centre midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch from Bayern Munich. I almost said Borussia Dortmund, but Bayern Munich. We pay 49.9 million pounds for his services. But we are going to be saying goodbye to Johnny Evans at the end of the season, who's headed to the French league on a free transfer. Honestly, I'm not too bothered about it. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. You know what? Given how Leicester's gone in real life so far this season, I think we've done superb. I think we have done exactly what the club brought us in for. Stability this year, mid-table in the Premier League, but our goal next year, I've got my sights further. I want to climb up this table. I want to be where Wolves, Chelsea, Spurs are. Newcastle won the league. Holy crap. That took me by surprise. Newcastle United in season 1. Their Saudi takeover is reaping rewards already. Let's see if there's any shocks down the relegation zone. I mean, Fulham getting relegated. That's shocking to me. No shocks though to see Tottenham bottling a final. Newcastle United have done the double. They win the Carabao Cup. Man City take down Juventus to win the Champions League. Bayern Munich, we might have taken Gravenberch from them, but they still win a Europa League. And it is going to be Anderlecht taking down Villarreal on penalties to win the Conference League. Jamie Vardy proved over the season why he deserves to still get more starting game time. 26 goals for the 36-year-old striker. That is absolutely phenomenal. Beto is probably not going to be too happy. Might have to start changing that over the next few years. But Jamie Vardy has helped us a lot this year. Going to be saying goodbye to a whole bunch of players at the end of this year, though. Tete goes back to Shakhtar Donetsk, and then we're going to have Bertrand, Lashabella, Brunt, all of these guys all leaving on freeze. A successful first season here in charge of Leicester City. Let's crack on and make things even better in season 2. But fellas, speaking of building a winning team, I want to say a big thank you to SoRare for sponsoring today's video. As you all know, thanks to SoRare, I have an opportunity to give 2 Premier League tickets away to 3 of you guys watching the video right now. And that is all because of the JarradHD Open on SoRare. As you can see, at the end of this match day, I am currently sitting 96th in the league out of 474 of you guys. And Losley, he was top of the league last week as well. He continues. I'm filthy, but I had like an okay week, but Lisandro Martinez not playing really hurt me. I want those Premier League tickets. I'm fighting you guys for those tickets. Still not sure whether Martinez is going to be playing this week though, so I'm going to be starting Max Kilman ahead of him. Keeping the faith though with Harry Kane and Isak up top. But I swear, if it gets desperate this week, I might have to get Haaland in there. But lads, there is still plenty of time left in the competition for you guys to join if you haven't already. I will leave a link in the description down below for you to click to go ahead and join the JarradHD Open on SoRare. It is free to play, and you got Premier League tickets to win, so why not get involved? So we had Tete in our club last year just for a loan. He's got good potential, but I was debating going back for him. I've decided I want to go a different avenue, and the man that has tickled my fancy is Marcus Edwards. Englishman, playing in Portugal. He's already 82 overall, so he would be an immediate starter in the squad and would be a great improvement. And I would love to bring him back to English football, the former Tottenham youth player. 44.7 isn't bad, but I'm just trying to be a massive stinge this season. I'm trying to save as much money to make some big upgrades, and they're going to let us keep that extra £2 million. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we get our first signing of season number 2, trying to do everything we can to avoid second season syndrome. Welcome to Leicester City, Marcus Edwards. But lads, if you are enjoying today's rebuild and you aren't already subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. In fact, don't just click it, scorpion kick it. We're on the push towards 500,000 subscribers, so help us get there. Spread the word to your mates, your grandmother. JarradHD is trying to hit 500k. Nice little upgrade here for James Justin. He's headed to the Premier League reigning champions in Newcastle United. I'll take the 13.4 mil for him. Another man departing the club though. I tried to sell him last year. Couldn't get a deal over the line, but it is official. Dennis Pratt is off to Bilbao for £9.2 million. Look, I had to have a good, long, hard look at myself in the mirror, lads. Whilst I have so much love and so much affection for Harry Sutar, having him as our starting centre-back probably wasn't the best strategy long term, at least in a FIFA aspect, which is why I have decided to sign a new centre half in Piero Hincapié, the Ecuadorian joining us here from Leverkusen. The clean out is going to continue though, as Ayoze Perez, he was off on loan last year. He's come back and I've decided to sell him permanently to Hellas Verona. We're also going to loan out the young Ghanaian striker Nathan Apoku to Salernitana in the Serie A or Serie B. Regardless, he's headed to Italy. Hamza Chowdhury also out of the club, another player that came back from his loan. He's off to Ajax and the board seems pretty happy about it. Look, you know, Ange Postecoglou and I have something very similar. We're both Australians, defying the odds, managing in some of Europe's top leagues. So we've got to have a bit of a brotherhood. We've got to look out for each other. Postecoglou came to me and said, you know, Jared, Mr. Rebuild, Sir Rebuild, I respect you. Kelechi Iheanacho, let's make a deal. So I made a deal happen. Kelechi Iheanacho off to Celtic. And we're going to round out our transfer window here in the summer by signing Noel Molina, the Argentinian right back from Atletico Madrid for £38.5 million. Overpaid a little bit, but I feel like this guy's going to be worth it. We've done bits with this side so far, lads. Absolute bits. And I'm really excited to see if it can pay dividends for us here in this second season. We can't be taking a step back, man. We need to be pushing for European football, whether it's Conference League, Europa League, or even Champions League in our wildest dreams. That is my agenda for this year. Oh, this would be sick. This would be sick. This would be sick. Come on. I want Leicester City to get another Premier League title. Like I said, the goal is Conference League or Europa League this season, with the North Star being Champions League football. But now we are so clear of like 4th place Newcastle, Spurs, the rest of that pack. Champions League is the goal now. Like, if we don't get Champions League, that's a massive failure. And with Jamie Vardy retiring at the end of the season, this would be the perfect way to say goodbye and thank you to a Leicester legend. We've narrowly missed out on a Premier League title, but it's okay, lads. This season has exceeded my expectations so much. We finished 2nd in the Premier League, 79 points, and we have a chance of completing the rebuild here in season number 3, because we're going to be playing Champions League footy next year. Newcastle's title defense went pretty poorly as they finished 7th, but the relegated sides are going to be QPR, Watford and Crystal Palace. Tottenham, I was bantering them last year, but they've won themselves an FA Cup. Manchester United have won a Manchester derby in the Carabao Cup final. Man City go back-to-back as Champions League winners. I'm really interested to see how we go in the Champions League next year. It is Manchester domination. United winning the Europa League and Fiorentina winning the Conference League. Yuri Tielemans and Beto were our top goal scorers this season. Beto taking the starting striker role and really making it his own here. You could make an argument Harvey Barnes was the best player this year, because only 1 goal less than these lads, but 7 assists is crucial. But lads, we are saying goodbye to 3 players: Alex Smithies, Mark Albrighton, and most importantly and devastatingly, Jamie Vardy, who is retiring from professional football. An absolute legend of the game. Go and drink your Red Bulls in peace, my friend. Oh, bit of a blow to kick off season 3, lads. We had so much positive momentum, and then Beto has requested a transfer. He wants out of the club, and now I get the question, do we want to give Patson, although Patson Dak is not, yeah, we're gonna have to go and get ourselves a new striker. This is something that I wasn't even thinking that I'd have to deal with. To be fair though, the board has treated us nicely, so we might be able to go out and get ourselves an absolute stud replacement. First things first though, I want an upgrade at the centre-back role. Sven Botman is who I'm after. He's won a Premier League with Newcastle. He's had a taste of Champions League football, so I'm sure now that Newcastle fell out of the top 4, he's keen to get back into Champions League footy. £60 million is what I'm sending Eddie Howe's way, and Eddie Howe, to my surprise, accepts that offer. Nobody tell him this, but I was willing to go much higher. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We get the deal over the line. Nice and quickly. Sven Botman, our first signing here in season number 3. So we have received our first offer here for Beto. It is from Chelsea. They offer £42 million, but the chief executive says we can get about £57 million. So I want some of Todd Bowley's money. 57 would be nice. They say 52.1. I'm going to meet them just over the middle and say 55. What are you going to say, Mr. Potter? He's going to spend Todd Bowley's money and pay 55 mil. I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to waste some of Todd Bowley's money, given he sacked him in real life. And there it is, lads. Just like many players before, I think of Fofana, I think of Chilwell, I think of Kante. It is another player leaving Leicester City for Chelsea. Beto, I wanted him to be our #1 striker for this entire career mode, but he had other options. And to be honest, now that Harry Souttar has dropped down the ranks, I don't want him to waste his career. I'm going to send him out on a loan move. The big fella is off to Dortmund for 12 months. That's a nice transfer. Oh, this is such a good transfer, lads. This is such a good transfer. I'm so glad Beto wanted to leave, because it has opened the door for us to sign Marcus Rashford. That is sick. That is actually sick. Marcus Rashford, welcome to Leicester City. We did pay £94 million for the English superstar. Of course, he is a left winger in-game, but I'm going to start the process now to get him back to a striker, which is going to take us just 2 weeks. Mate, the growth in this side has been unreal. I am over the moon with the business we are doing so far, and I'm really excited, and honestly, in my gut, feeling super optimistic about our chances in the Champions League this year. Can we shock the world and get Leicester City a Champions League title here in Season 3? Let's go check out our group. In my opinion, this is a group we need to be topping. We've got Sevilla, Fiorentina, and Copenhagen. Not a walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination, but we need a win in Group A. We need progression into the round of 16. Let's go see if we can do it and simulate these Champions League group stages. No, I was getting too big for my boots there, lads. I was getting too high on my own supply. We have been grouped. We have been grouped here in the Champions League. Sevilla, Fiorentina through. Copenhagen should just fold as a club immediately. Not a single win for them, but we have been third. We have finished third, which means if you look to the bottom right corner there, or there, it's reversed. But we're going to be versing Antwerp in the preliminary round of the Europa League. Mate, things are not going to plan either in the Premier League. I mean, we're only 5 points off Man United, but we need to be pushing for that Premier League title. Our team is too good right now to not be in the Champions League and not be pushing for a title. I'm not open to making any changes to the starting 11 for this January transfer window, but I have decided to make a reserve signing, help get our backups a little bit better. Brendan Aronson is going to be joining us here from Leeds United, and he's already unhappy. Brendan, can you just not right now? Please just relax, mate. And his value's gone down. Sick. Sick. And it's another signing who's not happy with the management. It's Ansgar Narth, who's going to join us here from Marseille. The German right midfielder signing on for £27.9 million. I'm trying to build out the reserves, but also get players that are going to grow over the next few years as well. So thinking about here and now, but also 5 years down the line. And we are going to send Victor Christiansen on a quick loan move here for the remainder of the season. Oh, mate, that is not good. That is not good. We have finished 5 points out of the top 4. We finished 5th here with Leicester City. And unless we've gone on a run in the Europa League, we're going to be playing Europa League football again. Look at all those losses. As we scroll down, Newcastle have had a quick fall from grace, but it is going to be Bournemouth, Brentford, way, and Nottingham Forest getting relegated. Arsenal have won the FA Cup. Man City absolutely thump Arsenal to win the Carabao Cup. Borussia, Harry Maguire. We sent Harry Maguire on loan to Borussia Dortmund, and he goes and wins a Champions League title. That's just the Harry Maguire effect. Lads, bow down. Let's go. We're playing Champions League footy next year because we have won the Europa League. So our run, we took down Antwerp 5-2 on aggregate. Round of 16, we took down Frankfurt 5-3 on aggregate. Quarterfinals, we've had a tough run so far, taking down Inter Milan 5-3. We took down Real Madrid in the semi-finals and beat Juventus in the final. That is a brilliant Europa League run. That is a tough Euro. That is That's the type of run you get in the Champions League, my God. And it is Borussia Mönchengladbach who have won the Conference League. Marcus Rashford justifying his price tag. 31 goals for the big fella this season. 4 assists. Harvey Barnes, again, super underrated. 18 goals, 15 for Edwards. Daka getting 14 off the bench as well is just a brilliant effort. But my morale is so much higher now after winning the Europa League. Unfortunately, though, we are going to be losing both Suyunsu and Timothy Castagna to pre-contract deals. I wanted to re-sign these guys, but they didn't want to sign with Leicester again, which is, it's their own move, but we're going to have to make some reserve pickups. That means next season. But here we go, lads. Bring on season 4 back in the Champions League and hopefully not getting grouped this time. I've learned from the shortcomings of last season and I want to give ourselves the best chance possible at Champions League glory this year. Signing a backup left midfielder to kick things off here in season 4. It's Lee Kang-in joining us from Everton. And Castagna's departure at the end of last season left us with a vacant backup right back role, which is why we're signing Kyle Walker-Peters from Napoli for £26.7 million. And everything I said about Kyle Walker-Peters and Castagna, just replace that with Suyunsu and Danso, and it's the exact same sentiment. Kevin Danso joining us here for £28.6 million from Hoffenheim. But the biggest signing of them all is going to come in between the sticks. This is the signing that this season has been leading up to. It is going to be for Aaron Ramsdale, who we pick up from Arsenal for £53.8 million. I am so excited by this. Come on, lads. Come on, Leicester. The Foxes are looking dangerous. An opportunity here, though, for some early season silverware. We have the UEFA Super Cup against Borussia Dortmund. This is really going to show where we're at. Can we get the result here against Dortmund? Come on, Leicester. Get some silverware. No, we don't. Matoma in the first minute gets Borussia Dortmund the winning goal. This team is absolutely superb. Come on, lads. I need players like Molina, Edwards, and Hincapi, even Ram, to get up even further. Surely they will, though, over the course of the season. Surely with the depth we have that we are going to be a mainstay in European football this year. Let's get ourselves every trophy on offer. I want a Premier League. I want a Champions League. I want an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup. I want it all with the Foxes. Our group, though, I would say overall it's weaker, but Juventus, that's a massive challenge. It's going to be a replay of the Europa League final as well. So they're going to have a little bit more aggression, I'm sure, to us. They've got a little bit more ammunition to take us down. Let's just get ourselves through to the knockout rounds and not get grouped again. Juventus get the wood over us, but you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. Because at least we've made the knockout rounds. We haven't been grouped again. We haven't been put into the Europa League. We're in still with a chance. It's just going to be a lot tougher now. And yeah, that's personified right there. We've got PSG. PSG in the round of 16. Oh, this is either going to expose us or lift us up and fill us with confidence. To be fair, it looks like this group was cursed regardless because Juventus got Manchester City, so I don't know. I don't think there was a bullet to be dodged regardless. This Premier League title race is tight though. Just 10 points separate first and 6th. Let's make sure we're at the right end of that 10-point equation come the end of the season. This is going to be such a challenge. Mbappe up there. That is Toni Kroos, Bastoni, Laporte, Lazetic. This team is cooked here from PSG. We're at home for the first leg. Let's keep ourselves in it. We take the lead. Marcus Rashford has a knack for scoring against PSG in the Champions League, and he continues that trend. We've got the lead. I'm not getting too ahead of myself, but that is a brilliant first leg. But this is where things get real challenging. Yeah, we might have got it done at home. Yeah, we might have got it done in Leicester. But two big things heading into this game. Number one, obviously, we're in France. We're in PSG's backyard. The PSG Ultras are out for blood. And the tough part with our squad, Harvey Barnes suspended. Makes me very happy that I got Lee Kang in the opening window. But is it going to be enough here to get ourselves through to the quarters? Yes, it is. Edwards is going to get us the ultimate winner, and we eliminate PSG. So here we go, quarterfinal time, and we've been drawn up against Atletico Madrid. We've already signed their right back in Molina, but can we take them down? This is going to be a challenge, man. This is going to be a real challenge. very interesting quarterfinals draws, but we're taking down, hopefully, Atletico Madrid. They're the only Spanish team remaining as well. So here we go, lads. We've got 89 rated, Harvey Barnes back in the starting 11, but this Atletico Madrid side is quality. Fabinho, they've added Tammy Abraham, Gio Reyna, and we're on the road for the first leg. Do we have what it takes to get an advantage here? That's a wave of emotions. We get the draw, which is whatever. We dominate them, though, in terms of shots. But James Maddison with a straight red there in the 60th minute, meaning he's suspended for the second leg back in Leicester. All right, we kept this all level here ahead of the second leg. No James Maddison, which is really tough. Aronson comes in, the American. Can he get it over the line? 2-2 here at home in Leicester, and we get it done in extra time. Marcus Rashford misses a penalty, but it is going to be Harvey Barnes getting us through to a Champions League semi-final here. 96th minute heroics. You'll love to see it. Marcus Rashford's going to be suspended, though, for the first leg of the semi-final, which is a massive blow. Why couldn't we get Benfica? Oh, it's an all-English affair here. We've got Liverpool, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Benfica, the final four. We have Liverpool. So, with Marcus Rashford's suspension, we have Patson Daka into the starting 11. Patson, I know I haven't been playing you much this year, but please do not hold it against us. Please put in an effort and show me why you deserve more game time. James Maddison back from his straight red card. First leg at home, and it is going to be a 1-1 draw. I can live with that. We absorb the early pressure, the early lead from Liverpool. Edwards equalizes, but we're going to have Rashford back for the second leg. This game is massive, lads. This game is actually massive. All tied up. A spot in the Champions League final on the line against either City or Benfica. Rashford back into the starting 11 for us. Come on, lads. Come on, Leicester. Come on, the Foxes. Come on, the Foxes! Harvey Barnes, Rashford, and Yuri Tielemans are going to get themselves on the scorer sheet. Rashford with the yellow, but it probably won't matter because he's already served his suspension. And we are headed to a Champions League final with Leicester City. No massive surprises, lads. We're facing Manchester City. They demolished, or they I wouldn't say demolished, but they comfortably took care of business against Benfica. So it's going to be the Foxes versus Manchester City for the Champions League title here in 2026. Taking a look around the grounds, though, Chelsea won the Europa League comfortably. AZ Alkmaar taking down Sevilla. Oh, that is not a good omen. That is not a good omen. We finish second in the Premier League behind Manchester City by just 2 points. Oh, well, that's kind of dampened my mood a little bit, but Arsenal 11th, relegation zone though, it's Leeds, Burnley, and Watford. Man City are looking to have the quad here. They're looking for the treble because they won the they won the Premier League, and now they've won the FA Cup. They're trying to win the treble. It could have been the quad, but we beat them in the Carabao Cup final, meaning we are going for a double. And that's kind of swung the omens back around to be pretty level now. Another massive season though from Marcus Rashford. Need more of this from Rashford in the Champions League final. 28 goals. Got to give it up as well though to Lee Kang-in. 16 goals off the bench is phenomenal. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Old Trafford is the setting for the Champions League final here. Let's get it done and let's beat Man City in their own city. I've just realized as well, lads, and Diddy, our former man, is starting for City in this final. Not Haaland. Not Haaland! Oh, he puts it over. Molina gonna go early there to Edwards. No, it's Gravenberch. Now he goes to Edwards. Edwards, we need to get that ball. Oh! Man City are terrifying, lads. Serginho Dest going to Haaland. Their passing play is just unreal, and they've taken the lead. Oh, we look just half a step off the pace so far. Molina. Pass and play is good, but we haven't had any real good looks at the moment. Molina's going to go back here. Marcus Rashford's going to play it to the foot of Maddison. Maddison, oh, Jarrad. Good stuff from Molina there. Club ball's going through to Foden for all money. Maddison's holding off here. Squeezes that one to Edwards. Edwards goes through to Rashford. Rashford needs some support, though. Get it back to Edwards. Please be onside. He is onside. It's a great touch. It's a decent ball, but it's saved from Edison. This is good footy, lads. Come on, we need an early equalizer here in the second half. Maddison out to Barnes. Going to go early there. Get it through. Oh, we got lucky with that. Play it. Oh, I'm like half a yard off the pace. Wake up, Jarrad. Good tackle. Barnes feeding it here. Rashford. Marcus Rashford makes it 1-1 in his former home ground. Marcus Rashford tops off a brilliant goal there. Brilliant ball. And we're all tied up here at Old Trafford. Oh, the defender got sucked in. It's Ryan Gravenberch. Can he add to the injury? I can't even talk straight because I've had such an opportunity to focus on. But just like that, we have gone from frustrated and behind to 2 quick goals. Has us locked in the lead. It's 90th minute. Just make a tackle and you win a Champions League final, Jarrad. Come on, mate. Don't let Foden do it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, we were seconds away from a Champions League victory. Man City equalised with the last kick of regular time. They're going to blow the whistle here. Yeah, that is so annoying. Half an hour more, and it just feels like we're lost. Man City still playing a bit of a press here. Yes, feed it. Come on. Barnes, great touch. Barnes takes a little wide. Why did I pass it there? I'm an idiot. I'm actually an idiot. Oh, good stuff there. Null, fresh off the bench, wins possession for us. Rashford, that's a great way to shake the tackle. Rashford, why did I shoot that? We've got the corner, but I should have taken an extra touch or two. Please, Gravenberch, put in a great ball. Ball of your life right here. Tielemans. Oh, it's saved again. Thrown here for City, 120th minute. Please, no. Oh, there it is, lads. We've got penalty shootouts. It's a penalty shootout. No, I'm actually scared. Proper bricking it right now, lads. I haven't played penalties in a long time. Rashford. I'm going top right corner. Rashford sends the keeper the wrong way. Beautiful. Just need to make our shots. We need some saves, though. Gomez, he's going to go to the right. Gomez drills it right down the middle. Come on, Yuri. I'm going top right corner again. Come on, Yuri. Sends the keeper the wrong way again. Edison's moving so early. Haaland. You're going to go to the left-hand side. Haaland! Oh my God, we guessed the right way, but that is a rocket of a penalty. Maddison, I'm going top right until we can't. Maddison, Edison keeps going to the left, so I'm going to keep going to the right. Come on, Nabil Fekir. He's going to go to the left. Fekir, they're great penalties here. Nobody's blinking. Harvey Barnes, we're going to go right. Harvey Barnes, keeper stays rooted to the spot. Foden, that's going to the right. No questions about it. It's saved! Ramsdale with the save. And if we score this with Gravenberch, we're going to win a Champions League final. It's worked so far. Let's go to the right again. Gravenberch sends the keeper the wrong way. And we have defeated Manchester City on a penalty shootout. Oh my God, my heart is beating out of my chest. Here we go, fellas. It's going to be Yuri Tielemans, the man, to lift the trophy here, the Champions League trophy at Leicester City. There we go. The Foxes have successfully been rebuilt. But lads, if you enjoyed this rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video.